Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Territorial IO. This is Enza spawning in here on Australia in this 203 player contest. I'm playing for Titan with the bat emoji symbol this game. In this game, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the new points update and just share my thoughts on it. I imagine most of you who are watching probably have pretty disappointing opinions concerning all of the new updates. And I think one of the things to really consider with this type of dynamic is try to be reflective about what's going on. In terms of the UI, it's crap, it's really garbage. I don't even understand how someone could think this is a good idea. Not even sure what to say, but the point stuff, goddamn, the point stuff is really, really stupid. So for those of you who don't know, essentially points have been changed so that now it's similar to how it was originally in the game, that the clan who wins a team game, who has the most occupation percentage, so it's no longer crown, if I recall correctly, they get all the points. And that's kind of troll. It just seems really odd in a lot of levels, just because essentially it's just decentivizing different types of contributions. As I wanted to get some of that land, but I don't. This CDN person, please do better next time. Please do better. So I guess my game plan is just push out in this kind of black block that we have here in Australia. I am looking about this kind of boat prospect. I do like it a bit. So red interest, now I'm going to attack. This is another general lesson, if you're playing TT, don't just sit on red interest. I was watching another contest right before this, and someone was basically playing for a streamer, and you know what they did? They just sat on red interest, did nothing, and I'm pretty sure they lost in the end, but you have to use your troops. Using your troops, oh my god, and don't cut people off. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Okay, so, right, I'm gonna, should I activate this? I am, well, let me see if I can get over here. It would actually be so good if I got over here. Yeah, so speaking of sitting on red interest, don't do what I'm doing. I just want to be able to play the game, not have to deal with basically bad teammates doing God knows what. So who's this? Who's that? That is not sure. Oops, I did not need to do that. So I'm gonna just push this right here for right now. I think this is Supreme. Oh, they have more troops than me. So I'm gonna do that. Basically head up here, do one of these, and that should be all right for staying on par there. And yeah, it looks like, okay, so that's good. And I think my game plan is now just hit Supreme. This No-Eye Chudge. I don't know, man. Don't block people off. The noob, I kind of get it. It's not smart. So Supreme here has kind of opened up a can of worms. Titan Godhand is our carry. And I'm going to start boating down here to this little island here just to try to stay in the game. I don't know if in these positions it makes more sense just to donate or just keep attacking. Still thinking about it, so I don't need to basically do that. Okay, Supreme basically donates out. Unfortunately, okay, that guy's aware of boats. So I'm gonna just donate right now. Right, so that makes sense. I'm gonna also just position a boat out to the side here, just because I'm thinking if someone leaves the game, that could be a really good opportunity. I don't know if I want to totally fight on this front yet. We do have our carry. And that looks good. So this game, we're going to show you the result of basically how this... oh my god, that's so bad, man. That's so bad. That's absolutely terrible that this is what this guy does. An arrow just pushes straight through it. He probably got some basically boost, right? And he's going this way. So I'm going to get in here and take some of that. I need to keep feeding Godhand. Part of the issue is, well... I'm just thinking how this will shape up, right? That essentially, so green's gonna win, but part of this issue of kind of Benlux basically dividing the map is a little bit scuffed. So I'm gonna hit arrow here just because I think we need to use our troops on something, and I'd rather try to slow him down rather than sit here. His density's kind of low. He's getting hit by this EU person, and I'm gonna just basically send out some boats just so I stay over here. I think he's actually just going to mop the house with this entire area of the map. He's probably being fed by people. Makes sense. So I go down, and in terms of kind of the rest of the map, in terms of how things are going to shape up, Not totally sure yet. If I was Benlux, you're going to clean up that. You're going to clean up that area. And it looks kind of like Arrow might get pinched in this part of the map. And it's kind of a question of who does Benlux want to basically take down first. So I've been eliminated. I'm just on boats right here. So just looking at this game, so PL Nomad, are they doing nothing with their troops? Yep, they're doing nothing. Maybe they're trying to have a rational alliance here. Oh, they have like the best border. That is an awesome border, except the only problem is that this guy could just get through. So if I was Nomad, I would, oh, so Arrow's just cleaning up. And it looks like it's probably just going to be Arrow versus Benlux, but Benlux is going to have to deal with all these other randoms. Godhand is definitely going to need to help out. Full Send does not really do anything, dude. That's not helpful to your team. So I think Arrow is maybe going to leave this border. Nope, he's not. He's going to open that up. A little bit more exposure, but essentially people need to start thinking about Crown, because Arrow with this many troops could be very dangerous. And this is kind of shaping up to be drawn, and I actually think part of the new balance with Stalemate is that essentially, if you stalemate a game, I don't think anyone gets any points. I'm just gonna go get some more land, just so I have it, and I'll take that too. I'll take that piece of land and just send out another boat so I can survive just to see. So yeah, game plan pretty straightforward. It's basically drawn end game that essentially. This is just basically thinking there's 3 rational people in here. They should peace out, but given the update and given that essentially, if it is true that on a stalemate you don't get any points, there's almost, it just like decentivizes people to do anything. So I guess we'll see what happens here. So Benlux has basically priority. The censored person's gonna go down. This other person's gonna go down too likely. Like there's no kind of wild card things. And Benlux has got super high density. Godhand has got to start thinking about pivot, right? And I mean, I'm doing nothing here. I just have like little pieces of land here and there. Don't really even need to be doing this. Like, this is not going to contribute. It would honestly be better if Arrow full sends, if Godhand gets this. And I'm going to call peace vote just to see what this does. I don't think anyone will do it. In our prior ballots, stalemate and calling it a draw makes a lot of sense. But if you can't get any points out of this, which, like, what the fuck? Should it make sense that you split the points if it is stalemate, right? Benlux voted for stalemate, but I don't know if the other people know yet about basically the whole dynamic. So this could be one of those stupid forever games that it's just drawn. So I'm going to try to help people out, call for peace. So Benlux voted for peace, and Arrow's now attacking. I don't know if someone's going to try to peace snipe, and they don't get anything out of it. Look at this. This is actually so nonsense. I think Godhand actually might be in a position that he could win the game now because of this shit. People mess up. It's actually not. It's not over yet. It's not over. Godhand does not have enough land to win the game. And now Benlux is rejecting peace. And is Godhand going to try to risk it? I think he's going to try to risk it. Right, so this is the brilliance. This is the brilliance of this fucking update. Yeah, it's still drawn. It's still drawn. That they have enough 3 rational players basically going around. So I guess we'll see what happens. So I don't get why Godhand is trying this. This like doesn't make sense. You should just call peace vote. I mean, I guess if you get nothing out of it, like going for Benlux at this point doesn't make sense. You're just gonna make him mad. And basically he'll hate you more. So Godhand is doing some pushback on Arrow in this effectively completely drawn game. And I honestly want to just see what happens with stalemate. So still nothing going on. People are attacking. I hope this doesn't turn into like one of those hour-long games. Like if these people really want to do it. Oh my god, he's trolling. Arrow's trolling people by full sending or pretending to full send. Right, that's funny. I wonder if that's like some different meta. Oh, there can't be a meta. This is just fucking drawn. It's fucking drawn, completely drawn. So I guess we'll see how long they want to stick it out. We have Benlux, Godhand, and Arrow. And how long do they want to play a completely drawn game to see who screws up or who hates the other or who gets tired first? All right, so there was just another troll from Arrow that effectively, he just pretended to full send again. I don't even get what this is. I think people should just vote for peace. So I'm going to keep on trying to help people out by calling the peace vote. That's how you do it if you didn't know. And I don't know what these people are thinking. I mean, everyone's smart enough to basically do this unless someone just gets a little bit too much, but I don't really see Benlux, Arrow, or Godhand messing up. All right, we got 2 people vote for peace. Someone's probably going to peace snipe. Yep, there's a peace. Nope. Nope. Titan, Benlux, Arrow didn't vote for peace. Maybe Arrow knows that you don't get anything. Or supposedly you don't get anything. I saw a comment that says you don't get anything from basically splitting it. So I think it's getting to the point where people are probably going to be annoyed enough that they're going to full send someone. Right, so yep, Godhand gets the win. Really brilliant. I guess we actually don't get to see the kind of nonsense of how the new setup works, essentially, with TT. In that, like, oh my... They stalemated! Oh my god. No one got any points! That's so bad! What the fuck? Oh, that's so terrible. Really brilliant. I actually don't even understand how the stalemate balance works for that. That's hysterical. So I guess we'll jump on to another game. All right, and for this second game, I'm playing in a 70-player team game here on Asia. I decided to switch it over to KD. Basically, give some support to some different clans, given that my, essentially, stats with the Team Enzo or Clan Enzo have been bugged out. So, oh my god, this guy's gonna pay the price. Don't do that in game. Y'all know that. Hello's down here. They're okay. I need to actually get out into this pocket. I really need to get most of this. This guy, I don't even think he'll listen to, like, reason. But the kind of flip side is some people, you know, they chill out sometimes after basically these crazy openings. But the thing is I think it is just kind of like disastrous. Like people who do this, it's just bad decisions. Like they'll just make bad decisions in lots of cases. Even Hellos here, really bad choices. Not good density. You're basically just feeding. Like if there was a report for highly unskilled player, basically feeding people. Yeah, no, don't send the hearts, man. Don't send the hearts. Do something more efficient rather than sending hearts. Okay, so I've gotten a good amount of this. I actually have crown. I don't get, no, that's so bad that that guy's giving the fucking thumbs up. So terrible. We do have someone who spawned down here. That doesn't really make sense. So in terms of map dynamics, this game, we're actually going to show you how it works when you win a game, and kind of the dumbness, I think, of not rewarding different team members. Another kind of challenge with this update, like, if you're a clan player, there's a lot of really committed people who played TT for a long time, and part of the issue with these updates is that the clan point system, which people keep track of in Discord, there's not, like, information communicated on, like, what's different, how it works now, right? And it's kind of scummy in that regard because it just messes up people's like kind of situation. I'm gonna go for Zacatecas. Well, I actually guess I'm not gonna get there. I don't like this Russia guy going early, but I mean, there's nothing really to do. I'm gonna do a little punish here. I'm gonna hit this, and yeah, his density, he pushed right through a full send. So you see that? What this guy just did, that's super inefficient. So most of you who play TT know that essentially defending is a lot more efficient than attacking. So my whole reasoning for attacking just a little bit early now, basically just kind of pushing out from this Africa block, was I just wanted to lower this guy's like he had some low density, and just letting someone sit on this kind of increased land, it's kind of just letting them get away with stuff. Okay, so that is good. They left, and another actually good thing about this update is bots no longer just attack the person with the most troops. So that dynamic is dead, which is awesome. Very content about that. Because like dumb people like the Russia dude and the Hellos dude, and I actually can't even like let up this game because the issue at hand is that these players are so bad that the occupation percentage is really, really deceiving. Like I want to get over here so I can boat defense if Kovadois decides to go through. That's the issue. You see, here's a Turkish player losing the game. Nothing surprising there. Sorry, Turkish people. Here's someone who left. So our occupation percentage, it's not really what it seems like. We're not at 48%. I would say we might even be like closer to even, to be so frank. I mean, these people are going to hold out, and they're kind of okay. I don't like Hellos like right here, in the sense that I think they could cut me off, but I do have the opportunity to boat, and I think I actually am going to do that, because if I get down here, I should just be good. I'll be efficient enough it'll be kind of no worries. I might even consider just opening up this. So I'm gonna need to use my troops right now. Let me send that over there. And right, I'm just thinking about what position makes sense. So I'm gonna do something right here. I'm gonna do this, stop that, and I'm gonna send a big boat right down here. And just so I don't get a border with that other guy, and I know this guy's basically at max density, and this border right here from Gondor Calls, it's actually really effective in a lot of regards because it keeps me on the other side of that OG person. So I can keep that for a while, and that will be really good for me. And just kind of clean up these other parts of the map first. So I can probably open this up. I think I want that really quick. And that looks good. So even though my teammates are kind of selling, or some of them are selling, like, yeah, see this Russia guy? No, this is why I made fun of the help signal. That help in TT, like the help emoji, is kind of dumb in the regard that, like, people just ask for help when they've already, like, massively screwed up. That it doesn't really, like, do anything good. And I'm just thinking, do I want him basically, what is this? Who is this here? It's Gondor Calls for Aid. Okay. All right, so it looks like some construction's going on where I'm at. So I'm gonna see if I can edit out some of these sounds and basically just try to do my best here. I do need to keep in mind this kind of boat border right here with this OG person. But I think they aren't that smart. Part of the issue too is, like, with what I'm doing here in this game, it is the kind of weird thing. Can't remember, is this Gondor Calls for Aid? It is Gondor Calls for Aid. Right, so I need to start getting over for Crown. And I need to try to make sure I get the majority of the land. And there's not another organized clan in here, so I think I should be probably all right. But part of the issue is too, this whole new system, it really heavily favors, like, basically joint grinds. Like, if you play with a ton of people in a game, it's just you're always gonna have enough land. Like, if you win the game, you'll be the person with the most land the vast majority of the time. And I should not take it easy. That was actually really bad what I did. That was way too much to send out. And you see, the Russia guy just disappeared, right? So I'm going to keep on pushing this. And yeah, I'm not going to treat this like it's over. You might be watching this and think 57% occupation. We have no idea what these other people will even do this game. So OGGD attacking me makes sense. And I'm just going to keep on pushing back. That's pretty much it. And I'm getting pushed down by this other guy here. And I think it might look like a Turkish name. So I might just, like, try to work on that. Right. And I'm not going to treat this like it's over because I actually think people could screw up somehow. I just have this sense that people are going to find a way to mess this up. And I think the most important thing right here is I'm just going to go for the second place position just because putting a lot of troops in one person's hands is a really effective strategy in TT. That's why most clans just try to find a carry, donate them, right? And this guy's cleaning up, but he's not being efficient. He's way on red interest. He needs to be attacking me right now. And I don't think this Turkish guy is doing anything. Speaking of, like, bad decisions, right? So not gonna take my foot off the gas. I think this guy's overextended a little bit, so I'm gonna pivot back this way and just keep on going. Right, so in any case, just talking about the updates, what I really just wish is that the developer essentially communicated better with other people and, like, took some input. It doesn't mean you can't come up with your own ideas of what's going on with the game or how to improve it, but factoring in this UI is really disastrous. Well, I don't know about disastrous, it's just horrible. It's like ugly as shit, completely crap. And, like, thinking, oh, if I'm gonna update the point system, how people use that in terms of committed people to the game is of value. It's not all about just, like, playtime. Like, that's not, like, just a good metric. Actually thinking about how people who've been invested in the game are thinking about it is something that's valuable too. And you should also think, like, if you're doing stuff that is messing with YouTubers, which some of these updates have, like No More Lobby 2, what are the other things? Like jumping into games later. I'm not all against, like, the format of the updated lobby in the sense of, like, you only see 2 games. It's actually good that I don't think there are any more 2-team contests from what I've seen, which is great. But it's just like there's too many words on it, right? So now we're going to show you what's going on. So again, another change just to point out that in the previous balance, effectively, you just get points at 90%. So you actually have to call peace to get points. And this is what it looks like when you win. So yeah, you see, I get all the points, Turkey gets none. Maybe that's deserved because they decided did nothing in this case. So, anyways, yeah, you see 1,088 points, which people don't understand what that is. So, thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.